guys, what's up? It's Molly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the very requested boy advice video, or just like you guys ask me questions about literally anything related to like dating, all that kind of stuff. It's been so requested on my Instagram, which if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you totally should, because that's where I got these questions from. And I feel like there's gonna be a part 2 to this video because of the amount of questions I got. It was super overwhelming and it was hard to pick what questions to answer, but I tried to pick as many as I could for this video. But like I said, I got so many, so I'm sure that there's gonna be a part 2 at some point. If you guys like this video, I don't know, I'm not really the best at giving advice, that's why I don't really do these. I have good like ideas, I just have trouble getting the right words out to express my advice. If you guys are new here and this is the first video that you're seeing of me, you should totally hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to upload so much this month, so please subscribe, it would make my day. But with that being said, let's get into the video because I'm excited to answer your questions. Okay, the first question I got is thoughts on thoughts, like T-H-O-T-S. And I thought this question was funny because I literally have no opinion. Like, I am the type of person where if I say, like, I don't care what other people are doing, I feel like a lot of people say that, but then in the back of their head they really do care. I do not care. Like, you can do whatever you want. If you're happy, that is all that matters in my opinion. So the next question I related to so much, and she basically asked, how do you not push guys away when you're feeling insecure about yourself? Which I think is a great question because I struggle with that myself. Sometimes I feel insecure in myself, so I'll cancel a date or I won't respond to them. And when I say I did these things, I mean like a year ago I did these things. I've learned now, at least I think I have. What I would say is that you need to ask yourself why you're feeling insecure, because until you're not feeling insecure in yourself, you're not going to be able to bring other people into your life, especially romantically or like in a relationship. You need to feel confident in yourself first, and then you can let other people in. And I know that is so cliche, but it is honestly really true. I'm trying to answer these questions as simply as possible because I feel like I could talk forever about nonsense. The next question is, what do you do when a guy acts differently around you, around groups of people or like groups of friends, as opposed to when you're just alone with him? So if that was happening to me, I would just confront him about it. Next time you're alone with him, I would say, hey, why do you act differently around me when you're with your friends? It really bothers me. And it could end up being something where he doesn't even realize that he's like not paying more attention to you when he's with his friends. He could just be distracted, and if you bring it up to him, he could easily fix it. How they act when you bring up a problem, that really tells you a lot about the person. If the guy that you bring up the problem to kind of reacts in like a defensive way, he's not gonna ever work on it and he's always gonna be the same. Okay, I got an overwhelming amount of questions about who the boy is on my Instagram story. Because if you don't follow me on Instagram, again, another shameless plug, you totally should. My username is Molly Bales. But I posted an Instagram story before I went out on a date a couple nights ago, or maybe it was a week ago. Less than a week ago. And you guys freaked out. Like, I was showing him, we got like, maybe like, I think there was like 250 interactions on it. So like 250 of you guys messaged me and they were all nice. They were all like, oh, or like, OMG, who is this, blah, blah, blah. And then when I asked for questions for this Q&A, I got a ton of questions asking who he is. So his name is Fab. I can promise you guys he will be in videos very soon. I'm just like really awkward, so I have trouble like filming videos with people that aren't on YouTube. I'm really close with him, so I feel like I will be able to, and I can just get over it once I do it once. But if you guys want to, you can follow him on Instagram. He'd like that. I'll leave it linked down below. It's just kid with 2 D's, Fab 0. Go do that. I don't know, a bunch of you guys already followed him already. I don't know how you found him because I didn't tag him on the Instagram, but like. Next question is, how hard should you be working for someone? And you should be putting as much effort into someone as they are putting into you, because in the end that's probably what would be best for you, because you don't want to be putting in all of the effort and just constantly chasing someone. Oh my gosh, I just had to say that sentence about 50 times. I cannot talk today. Next question I had to answer, and this one was asking, if a guy has cheated on you multiple times but he's proven that he's changed, is it a good idea to go back to him? And this question made me a little bit upset. This is just my personal opinion. I don't really think that, what's the saying? Once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't agree with that at all. But I agree with the fact that once someone cheats with you, they will always cheat with you. This is gonna be a little bit controversial, I know. But in my opinion, if you are with someone and you love them like you say you do, and you care about them like you say you do, you shouldn't even be thinking about cheating on them. Like, it shouldn't even cross your mind. So when someone goes out and does that, I feel like that's a way of showing that what they're telling you isn't true. And they may think it's true, but deep down it probably isn't in their heart. If someone cheats on you, I feel like they will end up cheating on you again because they don't respect you the way that maybe they're saying that they are. I'm trying to word this the right way where it doesn't come off as harsh. Next question is, do you have a boyfriend? So the next question I definitely relate to, and it's asking, how do you get over a guy that you were only a thing, and you never actually dated? I feel like getting over someone that you were just a thing with is equally as hard as dating someone. I mean, okay, not equally as hard, but like it's pretty hard. When you're just a thing, I hate saying thing, but when you're just like in the talking stage with someone and you end things, I feel like you're left with a lot of questions of what could have been. And I am the worst person to come to with like getting over people. My friend Kenzie, who is also a YouTuber, Kenzie Elizabeth, I'm sure you guys know her, she gave me some great advice. I didn't take it at the time, but that's besides the point. It was good advice. She basically told me that there's no way that I would be able to get over someone if I continue to see them everywhere. Like, it's so hard. So I would say that the best thing to do is, for at least a short period of time, like, you can mute people now on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. So like mute them on Twitter, mute them on Instagram, even like unadd them on Snapchat if you had to. If they have a friend who like posts about them all the time, mute them too, so that way you just don't see it for a while. Don't hang out with them in the same friend groups. Like, try as hard as you can, and it takes time, but once you get over that hurdle, then you can see them after that and it won't be a big deal. Next question is how to have sex with a guy when you feel uncomfortable in your own body when you're naked. So I feel like nobody's really like truly 100% comfortable with themselves when they're naked. That's normal. That is so normal. But in my personal experience, any guy that I have ever been with has never done anything, said anything, acted in any way that would make me feel uncomfortable. And I feel like a big reason for that is because I've never hooked up with anybody that I feel as though would say something rude. The right guy is gonna be nice and a gentleman and everything like that, so just don't hook up with awful guys. I, for some reason, got a lot of questions about if I've ever been with a professional athlete. Yes, I'm just gonna get it out there. Yes, I have been with a couple professional athletes. I say been with very loosely. Please don't take that too far. But yes, I have. I went through this phase, okay? How to feel confident when guys are pursuing your best friend and not you. I would say that if a guy, for me personally, I used to struggle with this a lot, but then over time as I got older, I figured out what my type was for a guy and what I look for in a guy. I could not care less if a guy who's not my type has interest in me or not. And me and my friends, like my best friends, we all have very different types. So it really doesn't matter. So if he's not flirting with you or talking to you, it's not meant to be. And also ask yourself in those situations when you're feeling self-conscious and down on yourself because a guy isn't talking to you, ask yourself if you are even interested in that guy. Thoughts on sex before marriage. Okay, so I am not a virgin. I'm not gonna go into too much depth on that, but I'm not cat's out of the bag. I completely 110,000% respect people who are waiting, and I respect people who didn't wait and had sex in middle school. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's all about the person. It has nothing to do with me. How to hang out with a guy for the first time without backing out at the last minute, which, girl, I relate to you so much on this one because I used to do this all the time. I would find the littlest excuse to not hang out with a guy for the first time because I would feel so beyond nervous. But my only thing that I can say out of that is the times that I did actually go out with a guy for the first time were so much fun and like nothing went wrong. I saw this quote and it was like, nothing changes if nothing changes. So like, you're never gonna know unless you just go do it. The next question was asking if I take my dating life seriously even though I'm only in my 20s. And the answer to that is definitely yes. I don't understand why people don't, because you never know. Like, it could happen at any moment where you meet someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So why not take that seriously? Because if you don't take it seriously, you could be missing out on someone that like could be perfect for you. This next question is kind of relevant to the answer that I just gave for the other one, but it's asking if I ever regret just casually hooking up with people. She had a really funny question. I remember this one when I screenshotted it. She was like I'm happy getting the D, but like sometimes I kind of feel bad about myself afterwards just casually hooking up with people. So personally, in my opinion, I never really felt like guilty. I feel like a lot of girls have to go through this to figure out what they really want, so I think that it's really important actually. I mean, it's not important, but like if it works for you, it works for you. It worked for me personally. I was like casually hooking up with some people, and with those people I realized like things that I didn't like about guys. So like certain characteristics that some of them had, I was like, okay, I really don't want that, like if I'm gonna actually date someone. So it actually in the long run helped me figure out what I'm looking for personally in someone. So it was a good learning experience. Alright guys, so that was everything for this advice video. I'm going to have a joyful time editing it because I talked for so long, and I told you guys I was trying not to talk for that long, but I still did. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want me to do another one of these, please leave it down below. Just like comment like, yes, I want a part 2, or if you want it on a different topic, let me know. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more videos from me. Like this video if you enjoyed it. It would mean a lot to me. And what else was I gonna say? Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, of course. I'm really funny on Twitter and I post a lot on Instagram, so you should totally follow me on both of those. But yeah, I think that that's everything for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in my next one very soon. Bye!